Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Android University. My name is Hobart, and today I wanted to show you how to install a kernel on the Samsung Galaxy S3 from Verizon. Now, until the bootloader was unlocked, we were not able to install kernels on our phones. Only the AT&T, Sprint, International version, T-Mobile version, they were unlocked, but Verizon wasn't. But because of the unlocked bootloader now, we're able to switch kernels. Now, if you're not sure what a kernel is, think of it like an engine to your car. When you touch the screen, it asks the engine or the brain, hey, screen was touched, what do we do? And the kernel then tells the phone what to do. It also can help with battery life by tweaking it. You can also make the phone faster, smoother, quicker by tweaking it as well. Again, it all comes from the engine. Now, if you can take an 8-cylinder engine with 500 horsepower and make it a 4-cylinder engine with 500 horsepower, think of how much better gas mileage you get. Well, that's kind of the idea when they tweak them for better battery life. And I'm going to show you how to install one right now. Now, the easiest way to get one, I go to RootsWiki or XDA, and you can go into the Samsung Galaxy S3 section, and you're going to look for the kernel by IMOSEYON. It's the Touchwiz kernel. Now, the thing you need to remember when installing a kernel is make sure that you're installing it the right one with the right ROM that you're using. I'm using Beans build number 10. That is a Touchwiz based ROM, so I'm going to use the Touchwiz kernel. Now, if you were on an AOSP ROM, like say Jelly Bean, Liquid Smooth, CyanogenMod 10, anything like that, you're going to be looking for the Jelly Bean kernel, which should have been in here. There it is, right underneath it. I'm an idiot. Kernel, AOSP, Jelly Bean, Lean kernel. It's from the same guy. So make sure that when you are installing your kernel, you're using either an AOSP one for an AOSP ROM or a Touchwiz kernel for a Touchwiz ROM. Otherwise, you're going to have some problems. So go in here, go to the first page. You're going to download the kernel from the website here, and he's got them all lined up. Version number 6 is what I'm on right now. .6. Once you download that to your phone, you're going to want to go into Clockwork Mod Recovery. Depending on how your phone gets into recovery, mine, I can, since I'm on Beans' custom Touchwiz ROM, it's got it built into the power menu, but if you're on a stock ROM, you can always use Easy Recovery from the Play Store. That will get you into recovery as well. Some people use TWRP. It's all a matter of your own opinion. Now, once you get into Clockwork Mod Recovery, it is recommended that you wipe your cache and your Dalvik. So this might be a little bit bright for the camera here, but I'm going to go down to wipe cache partition, which is the 4th option down. And once you do that, you're going to go into advanced, and you're going to wipe the Dalvik, which is the 2nd option down. Now, once you've done that, you're ready to flash. You're going to go to install, zip from SD card, back on the main menu. Choose Zip from SD card, which is the 1st option here. And you're going to go down to where it should have downloaded into the download folder. Once you get in there, you're going to find the kernel, which is going to be .6, which is highlighted here. And you're going to flash it. Okay? Once it's flashed, you're going to go back to the main menu, and you're going to reboot your system. Now, since you did change the engine in your car, you did flash a new kernel, it does take a little bit longer than normal to boot your phone for the first time. It's kind of like when you switch ROMs. It's going to take, up to 5 minutes for your phone to boot. So be patient. Don't worry about it. It will boot. As long as you followed my instructions, everything will be good. If you're using a Touchwiz-based ROM, like Synergy or like Beans' ROM, you need to use the Touchwiz-based kernel. If you're on a AOSP, Jelly Bean ROM, CyanogenMod 10, anything like that, you're going to want to use the AOSP kernel. Alright, so once it's booted up, to make sure that you've done everything correctly, go into your settings, go down to About Device, and your kernel should say 3.0.42 Lean Kernel 0.6 from IMOSEYON. If that's what your phone says, then you have successfully changed the engine in your car or changed the kernel on your phone. .6 has got some really good battery life. I think it was almost 18, 19 hours with still 30% left last night when I turned the phone off. So great battery life. I got 500 horsepower in my engine. but it's only a 4-cylinder, and that's kind of how I make it comparable to everyday terms. What else is this guy? Oh, it's also overclockable to 1.9 gigahertz. I believe it's set at 1.51 gigahertz, which is the stock setting when you install it, but you can go into an application like a CPU Tuner, and CPU Tuner, grant super user request. Oops. And you can use something like this to overclock it to 1.9 gigahertz. So that is how you install a kernel on a Touchwiz based ROM. Don't forget to like my videos if you like what I'm doing, and go to my YouTube page, Android University, all one word, over on youtube.com. My name is Hobart. Have a great day.